So, hey guys, heads up, I'm in a bit of a mood today, so I'm very quick to get irritated. Those people suck. They really do. I don't understand why someone will. Okay, first of all, I hate liars. Lie to me, and that's the end. You know, like, I get that somebody's trying to lie. I don't even know. Like, I just don't like liars. Period. That's a deal breaker for me. And especially the fact that I am starting to know who you are and you lie to me at the get go. How you, like, the person is getting mad at me. The person is getting mad at me for freaking, because I am getting upset that they lie. Like, what is that? And it's good riddance. It's good I know these things right now, because like I can't, I really say that I'm uncomfortable with that situation for them to like just, when were they going to tell me if I didn't ask? Anyways, let's move on. I'm so over just trying to find a freaking fucking companion in life that I'm just over it. So I'm really sorry right now if I'm in such a mood. Hopefully these guys will help get me out of this annoyance right now.
Hello! Over here!
After dusk, we park the car and walk towards the guide who is waving at us. A beautiful shepherd dog peeks out from behind his leg. Hello there. After greeting the guard, I wave at the dog. However, the shepherd dog only barks once before hiding behind the guard. It seems to have been frightened by something.
I see the sovereign of beasts has to assert her dominance.
Huh? Who? Let me move a bit aside. Maybe it's acting this way because you're standing next to me. It's scared of you.
My dog is very timid. This is the first time it greeted a stranger of its own volition.
Huh?
It must be quite fond of you, miss.
The guard takes the dog leash and leads us to a step path that connects to the steep. Yet the shepherd dog firmly plants his paw on the ground, refusing to take even a single step. It is scared of walking on this steep path.
There, you were quite brave when you came over just now, weren't you? Let's see that courage again, alright? I'm really sorry, I was planning to take it out to build some courage. I didn't see this coming.
I don't think it's courage that it needs to work on.
Celeste, who has been observing, aside silently, suddenly speaks up. His gaze shifts towards the guide, who is attempting to soothe the dog's unease.
Can I take it for a walk?
It can be quite stubborn. Are you sure?
I saw your face is so nice to look at right now. Silas nods. After thinking about it, the guard hands over the dog's leash to Silas.
If it doesn't cooperate, just leave it here. The people nearby are familiar with it, so they'll help me take care of it.
Silas, do you have a plan or something?
Yeah. I don't think the dog is timid. A timid animal wouldn't have such a composed gaze.
Composed? What the heck do you even mean by that? Upon hearing Silas's words, I look into the eyes of the shepherd's dog, still confused as I see his profound darkness. All I see.
It's getting late, kitten. You and the guide can go on ahead. The dog and I will catch up later.
Sensing my hesitation, Silas rustles my hair. Ruffles? I say I can't do the ass.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, why? Don't mind me taking screenshots. Uh, let's get going, sir. Before leaving, I look back and see Silas kneeling down in front of the dog.
Do you remember the way back, little guy?
The shepherd dog no longer cowers but stares quietly at Silas. For some reason, I am reminded of Silas' temperamental horse. What? Maybe he does have a knack for this. As the sky gradually darkens, I watch my steps as I walk, yet my mind keeps drifting back to Silas's circumstance. After more than 10 minutes have passed, the sound of footsteps that has been waiting for approaches me from behind.
Have you been waiting long?
Silas? Huh? Before Silas can come any closer, the shepherd's dog dashes ahead. It's surprisingly energetic. Looking at you, it looks like you're a whole new dog. What? Do you want some headbutts?
You wanted to do that, huh? Well, now there's nothing to worry about.
The dog plops down right in front of me, its fluffy body seemingly ready to be showered with affection. Silas the white dove I received before also changed when you took care of it. Do you have a magic spell of bringing out a new personality in animals? When people say you've become like those you associate with, it's more like you get completely changed when you associate with Silas.
Given your situation, it's more fitting to say you unleash your true self when you associate with Silas.
Me? That's not true.
Haven't you noticed it?
Notice what?
It's all right. I actually prefer you only showing those sides of yourself to me. No one else needs to see them.
I took you back. I need a Silas in my life, man. Oh, annoying as hell. Wait, is that a mouse on screen? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, after straightening out my clothes, I quietly pick up a small bottle filled with some juice. A little boy from one of the tribes in the steep? I don't even know how you say that. Gives it to me earlier. I noticed his gaze was fixated on the balloon, so I gave it to him. And after some time had passed, he brought me the bottle of juice. Despite the language barrier, the little boy's gesture indicated that
He wants us to draw patterns on our faces with the juice, just like the locals do.
I look at Silas's clean face. If something had to be drawn on it, it's what?
You wish, kitten. Don't forget, I also have my own weapon.
What is that? Alright, the little boy also brought a bottle of juice for Silas.
You can't tell which one of us will be drawing on the other's face.
Leaning against a cabinet, Silas has been observing me for quite some time. I slowly twist open the bottle, meanwhile viewing the steps to launch a surprise attack on his face in my mind. Why are you laughing?
You've had this unique look since this morning. Is tucking leaves in your hair this month's latest fashion trend?
What? I stand up and walk past Silas, trying to look at myself in the mirror. You had noticed it a long time ago. Why didn't you tell me earlier, honestly? Before I can even complete my sentence, Silas's finger brushes against my left cheek. Juice is smudged on my skin. I instantly realize what's going on. I've been tricked. Playing dirty, huh?
I warned you ahead of time. You just underestimated your opponent.
Pouting, I launch a direct strike towards Silas's face, but he gracefully avoids my strike with ease.
I'm so scared.
Please.
I'm so scared.
Stop dodging. Come here and sit down.
You're not even going to hide the fact you're about to cheat.
You're the only one who will see this side of me, and you don't want to see it anymore.
What if I want to see more of it?
He leans down, brings his face close to me.
Here, kitten. Feel free to use it today. Be gentle.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, okay. That will depend on my mood. I hold his face, thinking for a moment. I decide to draw on the spot where I scratched him when we first met. With unwavering confidence, I complete the task at hand, and then I break into a fit of laughter as I look at the funny doodle I drew on Silas's face.
You're so pleased with yourself. What exactly did you draw?
I look into the mirror to see what Silas drew on my face. To my surprise, instead of the anticipated cat whiskers, red balloon scattered across my entire face.
You seem to really like that balloon, so I got you a few more. Now you don't have to bother lifting them up, since they're right on your face.
Silas also looks for his reaction in the mirror.
This is your self-portrait, huh? No wonder it suits me, though it's missing some details.
What? This is not... Before I can finish my words, Silas quickly contributes to the funny doodle by adding a few splotches that makes its hair seem similar to my own.
Oh, it's not your self-portrait? Well, now it is. And it's perfect to go out like this.
He lifts the yacht's felt flap. It looks like he's about to walk outside. Wait, you're not leaving this what the heck is that? With something that will ruin my reputation? I grab Silas's arm and pull him back. My hand finds Silas's face again and I rub juice all over it. Now it's covered.
And now my face is ruined.
It's fine, besides. I tap the area around his eyes. I prefer you only show your original face to me. That's cute. Okay, hold on. Oops. With the night slowly descending, the surroundings come to life as everyone prepares for a bonfire party. think Silas and I, our yacht, the guide stops us and hands over a small pouch.
My dear guests, here's a gift from the steppe. It has the seed of a tree that's unique to this region. There's a forest to the east. It's a good place for a stroll if you're interested.
You've been frowning for the past 10 minutes. What's wrong?
Don't even start to ask me that. But anyways, I let out a sigh as I scrutinize the seed in my hand. Do you think I can survive if it's planted in? It can survive if it's planted in Lincoln?
It won't survive in the N109 zone at the very least.
Lincoln soil and climate are just too different from the steppe. If the seed can't grow, it will be a shame to let this gift go to waste, right? Silas reaches out and fiddles with a branch hanging before him.
Then let's leave it in a place where it belongs.
No? Did I miss something else? Oh, no. Staring at the tree surrounding me, I realize what Silas is implying.
We'll plant the seed here. It's as if we're leaving a part of us behind.
I cry. Silas, has anyone ever told you that you're... I shift my gaze around until I finally discover the ideal adjective. Poetic?
Kitten, has anyone ever told you you're creative?
Come on, don't deny it. Look, I'm finally seeing a side of you that you don't show to anyone else. Silas raises an eyebrow and leans slightly closer to me.
We've spent so much time together, and you're only realizing this now.
His gaze sweeps over my fleeting embarrassment.
Judging by the look on your face, I wonder which side of me you're thinking about.
I remember seeing a shovel and water bucket by the bonfire. Let's get them. Literally nodding. Uttering those words, I grab Silas's arm and bow my head, walk towards the edge of the woods.
Look up, otherwise you're gonna bump into a tree.
Having borrowed the tools from gardening, Silas and I find a spot in the forest. We plant the seed. I feel like I'll take forever for a tree to become fully grown.
At least a decade, give or take.
What a shame, 10 years is already a long time. I wonder if I'll ever see what it looks like as a tree.
Won't it look like the trees around us once it's fully grown? You can look at them all you want.
Silas, I take back what I said about you being poetic. This is a tree we planted together. It's different from the others. After watering the seed, Silas straightens his posture and casts a meaningful gaze at me.
You're right. The tree we planted together isn't like the rest. After all, we did plant it together, and that's why it's different.
Hey, stop repeating my words. Seeing a faint blush creeping onto my cheek, I stop Silas from saying anymore.
If you want to see it in the future, we can always come back.
Will you even remember where it is? After a decade has passed?
Yes, after a decade has passed.
But a lot can happen in 10 years. There can be a pandemic, wonder attack, all your enemies. Silas chuckled softly.
But you don't even consider the possibility of us parting ways.
Of course we won't part ways. Can you promise me that? I extend my pinky finger towards Silas. We'll definitely go on another trip and visit this place again. Silas intertwines his pinky with mine.
I promise.
Oh. Hearing the sound of crackling flames, Silas and I make our way back to the bonfire. Many people have poked food onto freshly washed branches, holding them over the fire to roast. So I still have some marshmallows in my bag. Let's join them. Wait here. After I say that, Silas runs to where my bag is. Before my bag is being kept.
You don't need to rush. The bonfire party is just getting started.
Returning with marshmallows in my hand, I see Silas by the bonfire. He's in the middle of having a lively conversation with the tribespeople through animated gestures. Even when he's not speaking the same language as others, he can still laugh with them. That's Silas for you. Noticing me, the person talking to Silas glances in my direction. He looks back at Silas and makes a gesture. Huh? Silas nods at him. Are they talking about me? The conversation ends and Silas walks over to me. What are you two talking about?
Do you really want to know?
With a smile, Silas gestures for me to come closer. Curious but wary, I narrow my eyes and lean in. Listen. He bends down. Let me just save this one.
We were discussing a secret.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't even react like that. He's teasing me again. I pinched Silas's arm.
Ouch.
Don't even think about eating my marshmallows. I shake the bag at Silas, lift my chin and walk past him.
Is this my punishment?
Yes. Yo! I can't. How many am I going to save in this event? I find a spot and sit down. Grabbing a slender branch, I pick my marshmallows onto it. Poke my marshmallows onto it and lift it towards the fire. Sarah sits down next to me. I purposely remain quiet and turn my head away.
Should I post a flyer to help you find your missing voice? Oh, I see. It's an even harsher punishment for me.
Oh my god! Yo!
Though, are we sure the silence isn't actually just a punishment for yourself?
What do you mean by that? Silas is quiet for a while after making some noise. Is he trying to pull a prank on me again? I tried to steal a glance. I can't let him notice what I'm doing, or else he'll push his luck even more.
Nice charred marshmallow you got there, kitten.
Caught up in the little game with Silas, I had stopped paying attention to the marshmallow on the branch. In the end, I find myself holding a flaming branch with marshmallow that looks like charcoal.
You're already punishing me. Don't drag the marshmallows into our little spat.
Yo, this guy, I can't with him. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. This is your fault.
Then you technically have a lot of things to keep in mind.
Silas picks up another branch and pokes several marshmallows onto it for me. I don't know why, but his voice carries a hint of seriousness.
I noticed our trip only has activities planned for the evening and night. With how good the weather's been, you've missed out on some sun.
Oh.
But I guess that's just another thing for you to keep in mind.
He puts the branches in my hand. Or the branch.
Does it upset you?
What? I shake my head. Of course not. When I respond, my voice overtly takes on a serious tone. Some sights can only be appreciated in the evening or at night, like this bonfire party. There's also certain things I can only witness when I'm with you, so... My gaze unexpectedly meets Silas. He's staring at me openly without any attempts to hide it. So in case it wasn't obvious enough, you're dealing with a total badass over here. My words take Silas by surprise, and then a faint smile returns to his face. And if I was upset, I would have pinched you already, like before.
Yeah, that suits you more.
I swear I can't. Standing up, he scans his surrounding and awkwardly speaks a sentence in the tribe's native language. Upon hearing his voice, the people around us stop what they're doing. They smile and gather around the bonfire, waving at me cheerfully. Huh? Are they calling out to me? Oh, this definitely brightened up my mood. I needed this. Perplexed by their action, I hesitantly take 2 steps forward, but then I look back at Silas. What's this all about?
Weren't you curious about what I discussed with them? Go over there and you'll see.
Walking towards the crowd, I'm quickly surrounded by enthusiastic people. As music fills the air, once again, everyone raises their cup, their voices harmonizing in a joyous song. Immersed in the infectious cheerfulness, I slap my hands to the rhythm as a smile spreads across my face. Silas, are you not going to join us?
Coming.
Okay. Over the crowd, I see Silas walking towards me with something in his hand. The people in front of me clear a path for Silas. Now I can see what he's holding. A wreath made of leaves and berries. Wreath? I never know how to say that thing. wreath, I think.
It's for you.
He places the wreath on my head. Why are you giving me this all of a sudden?
It's not all of a sudden.
You had
I asked them how the people here usually express their feelings to their beloved. And then I followed their local customs and made this.
I'm like, can you not marry now? The scene continues and Silas is also surrounded by the crowd. While I speak normally at first, while he speaks normally at first, his words become a whisper, only audible to me. Did you make this yourself? Maybe I've been standing by that bonfire for too long. A familiar warmth spreads across my face again.
Who else could have done it? I made it while you were getting your marshmallows. I didn't have a lot of time, so the final product is rough around the edges.
But she wasn't even gone for that long.
Are you satisfied with it, my beloved?
Oh my gosh. I can't with you. Yo. Maybe it's not because of the bonfire. My lower head. I lower my head in attempt to hide the blush on my face. Yes, I have.
What?
Wait,
If you keep lowering your head, the wreath will fall.
Yo, stop speeding. What's going on? Silas leans over, wanting to take a closer look at my face. Hearing that, then he said that, and then hearing that, I suddenly raised my head to stare at the wreath and look up.
You look beautiful.
Wait, where are you going? Wait, will you say that? Okay.
I was already thinking about how it would suit you when I was making it.
Then make me one that isn't rough around the edges tomorrow. Take your time, and I'll look forward to it.
Okay.
I swear I can't with this man. I love him too much. The night continues and the bonfire party, I did not finish that, finally ends amidst songs and dancing. A feeling of satisfaction lingers in the heart of everyone present. Upon returning to the yacht, which I have no idea if I'm saying that right, I sit down on the edge of the bed and carefully remove the wreath from my head before setting it aside. Since it's about expressing feelings to your beloved, I gently fiddle with the leaves of the wreath. My gaze is fixed on Silas, whose back is facing me. Should I do something for Silas too? After inspecting the yacht, I didn't find any material that I could use as a wreath. Huh? Is that L or I? I can't even see that. I think I? Earth? I soon find an attention drawn to the cabinet with the small bottle of juice. That's it. Silas, what time is it? Silas continues picking up his phone and glances at it.
It'll be midnight in 2 minutes. Why?
Oh. Good. The day isn't over yet. After dipping my fingers into the juice, I approach Silas with my hand hidden behind my back. I can still use my face. Right? Exuding a light-hearted aura, Silas turns towards me. His expression is notably softer than usual.
What are you planning to draw on my face this time?
Already, he's moved closer before I could respond.
Suit yourself.
Okay. Yo! Am I going to feel... Okay. Am I going to feel my freaking same things with this event? They need to increase that number. I try to avoid saving everything. I touched the spot that was scratched by me when we had first met. Oh? Scratched by me when we first met? Wait, as in the scar in his eye? Isn't that the scar that everyone talks about? Yo, I feel like I have amnesia or something. What the heck? And with a swift, meticulously movements, I draw a heart and color it in. The doodle is finished. I pull back my hand, all ready to run before Silas realizes what I've done. Yet before I can turn around, Silas grabs my wrist.
I felt it.
Oh. Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that?
I felt it.
Please. Oh my god. Okay.
Where do you think you're going after putting a heart on my face?
Silas gently pulls me closer and embraces me. Oh my god.
Since you responded to my gift, I won't be letting you go anymore.
Okay. I can't. I swear I cannot. Oof. Okay, so that's Silas's route done. I'm going to read probably Zane's next. What is this? Oh, I have not played today. Yeah, I have to even play the other side things. I haven't even done that. Uh, 15, 16, 17. Here it is. I count the compartments until we find ours. The afternoon sun filters through the blinds, casting lines of light that makes our small compartment feel warm and inviting. Over here, Zane. Zane maneuvers through the crowd with our luggage. It seems that he's unfazed by the noise. As Zane closes the compartment door, the train slowly starts moving. Lincoln City slowly disappears from view. Familiar scenery slowly fades into the distance as Zane and I carry into a new and beautiful world. It's quite quiet here in the compartment. I pull my gaze from the passing scenery to look across the table at him. I found this traveling app last night and got hooked on it until midnight. Do you want to try it? Zane pulls down the blinds which shield my face from being directly exposed to the sun.
I see you're messing up your sleep schedule again.
Always.
And even a travel app could keep you hooked for such a long time. Your boundless energy is second to none.
Despite his words, Zane looks at my phone, clearly intrigued. It's this thing here. You tap it and the app randomly assigns a fun activity to do while traveling. And this little avatar here will act out that activity scene Isn't it cute? I tap the screen, show the small avatar I made last night that resembled Zane. Oh. Okay. Zane leans in for a closer look and chuckles upon seeing his mini him.
What is the miniature version of me doing right now?
I was I was assigned the activity of hunting in Science City last night, so right now you are wrestling with wild animals.
Well then, thank you for the memorable experience.
Oh, Zane taps the button to give a different activity. And now we are off to Science City to dig the meteorites. Zane avatar on the screen defiantly avoids an incoming animal and starts digging. Zane's eyebrows and mouth twitch. He wants to make a comment, but he chooses to remain silent in the end. Expressionless, he quickly taps the button again as soon as it lifts up. Saying isn't it this addictive? Isn't this addictive? What?
I just want to try another activity since meteorite hunting isn't really my thing. Become a superstar in Cyan City? Really? Is there any logic behind these activities?
No longer digging up any meteorites, Zane avatar stands up and grabs a shiny microphone and starts dancing and singing. Imagine Zane performing. I start laughing and double over the table as my shoulder shakes. There are other activities like swimming, walking, and barbecuing. It's just that you weren't lucky enough to get them.
So, you stayed up late just for this?
Don't question it. Also, don't question it, boy. Okay,
You know, you can just come visit the real Zane if you miss me.
honestly, I see myself doing that. That's so hilarious. Caught off guard by by his discovery of the hidden reason I stayed up so late. I quickly sit up and change the subject. Actually, there's one meaningful result I think we can do if we are in Science City.
Is this what you were referring to? Visiting Cyan City to give a gift to someone you like?
Zane comments takes me aback, and the words browsing the market get stuck in my throat. On my phone screen, Zane's avatar appears thoughtfully, but in real life, Zane is clearly as amused as he looks at me. Yes, you're right. Also, switching from plane tickets to train tickets, our destination is delayed by a week. Wow. We're forced to cancel our original guest house reservations. Following the guest house staff recommendations, we are staying in a small courtyard provided by a local jade craftswoman, an elderly madam. She usually houses apprentices to this abode.
This courtyard has been empty for a while now. Very few people in Cyan City are interested in learning how to carve jade nowadays. Having you two here will bring some life to this place.
So Science City gets its name from its famous jade carvings. We have been in Science City for a few days and chatting with the madam. She has shared many stories related to the city with Zane and me.
I recall it being a trend that was popular decades ago. Young people gifted jade carvings to their beloveds.
The idea of visiting Science City to give someone you like a gift, an activity we randomly got while on the train a few days ago appears in my mind.
If someone wanted to carve jade now, where could they buy the jade materials?
Just as I'm about to ask Zane, who's sitting next to me, poses the question first. Would he be thinking the same thing? I glance at Zane. Zane returns my gaze with a gaze that says, "Of course." Smiling, the madam points to the river some distance away from us.
Giving jade to a loved one. It's all about fate. Why don't you two try your luck in that river?
Oh, look at this scene. I would love to go there. That looks so pretty. This place, the madame suggested is the Jade River. It used to be quite popular in Science City. Under the sunlight, the river is as clear as amber, and the stone at the bottom are visible. Who knows, there might be jade hidden within these stones. Zane, do you think we'll be lucky enough to actually find jade in this water? I swear, trying to get this timing for these photos. I take off my shoes and wade into the river. Woohoo! As I notice Zane still on the shore, I quickly splash some water towards him, wetting his ankles. Huh? Why did that one come late? Hello. Hello, young lad. You've come here from... You've come here for jade. Have you? I'm the goddess of jade, the guardian of this river. No, you close your eyes. Okay, if you want to find good jade, then you must believe in me. Zane can't help but smile wearily. He rolls up his pants and joins me in the river.
Is that so? I think relying on oneself might be more realistic than believing in a goddess.
Of course you'll say something.
But if having faith in the goddess of jade can help me find jade for my beloved, then I'm willing to believe in her.
Okay. And who might this special person be?
I see there's a person who's playing dumb here.
Stop. And there's a person who's embarrassed. I raise my eyebrow and chuckle as I stare at the river's surface. I send water towards Zane's face. Zane dodges my attack.
Is the goddess of jade always this mischievous?
Yeah, after all, someone's been indulging her. I swear, they're cute. Zane and I walk through the river several times. We collect stones that might be hiding some jade and plan to show them to the madame later. Once the excitement of searching for jade passes, I notice how much my feet ache because of the rocky red riverbed. Next to me, Zane is doing just fine. Does it feel like we are walking on a acupressure mat? Zane? As soon as he hears my words, Zane slows down to match my pace.
Not really. I haven't felt anything.
You lie. He turns towards me and bends down a little.
Get on.
Don't ask me why I'm sitting down. What?
Aren't your feet sore?
You carried me? Won't the stones hurt more with my weight on you?
Didn't I just say I couldn't feel anything?
I was embarrassed at first, but the pain made me stop caring about it. Hello? Oh, I didn't see that. His shirt is so wide I can't see the arrow. Oh my god, you're so cute. I can't even. Okay, my heart races family thumbs widely as I feel the warmth of Zane's back. You've been walking for a long time but don't feel anything. Zane, are you sure you're not a robot? Oh my gosh, that is. While Zane's hands are holding my leg, I gently pinch his cheek. Did you feel that? Zane softly shackles.
A little. However, I'm not sure if it was real or not. I suppose you'll have to keep doing it until I can feel again.
I can't. Surprisingly, Zane and I actually managed to find 2 stones containing jade. I love to visit a place like this. Oh, I want to travel. Let me see. Planning to gift jade carvings to Zane. As per Science City tradition, I asked the madam about making a jade carving. Meanwhile, Zane is at the shop on the road ahead. He's packing up a drink for me.
Is that young man over there the one you've got your eye on?
Yes, mom. Yes. The madam leans in and praises Zane like me? Huh?
He's a fine piece of jade.
Zane stands out among the bustling crowd at the shop, making eye contact with me. He smiles and approaches me. He's like the jade hidden in these stones. His heart is warm and precious. Let's carry here slowly and steady. Under the courtyard eaves, I'm focus on the jade in my hand in the wee hours of the night. I spend the day learning how to have jade from the madam. Now it's time to apply my knowledge. Huh? I hear footsteps. I turn and see Zane walking out of the room. He's bathed in the moonlight. You can't sleep?
You're not sleeping either.
Before I can say more, I notice the jade carving knife in Zane's hand. I realize what he's up to. We had the same idea, huh? Oh? He sits down next to me and our shoulders touch.
Do you know what you'll be carving?
Hey! You're supposed to take a screenshot! No, I do not know, but still. Oh god, you're so cute. Good. Give me all the screenshots I can. Okay. That's a secret. I know what I'm carving. Actually, when I asked the madam about techniques, I also slipped in a question about the symbol meaning of different designs this morning. The madam patiently answers me and took careful note of the auspicious clouds that symbol happiness and success. But since it's for Zane, I keep it in a huh? I kept it a surprise. What about you?
Are you curious?
I'll listen if you're ins- insistent on sharing. I half expected Zane to throw a "that's a secret" back at me, or just tell me all the details. Instead, he leans forward, his forehead touches my back, and his voice carries an unusual tinkle of hesitance.
I haven't decided yet.
I stop carving and almost hold my breath as I listen to him.
There's a lot that I want to give you, so it's hard to pick only one thing. I'd like to give you everything I thought of, but as you can see, I only have one piece of jade. I never knew choosing could be this difficult.
The quiet moonlight fills the courtyard. It's accompanied by the soft words, his breathing, and whispers of insects rustling flowers. Zane's gentle breath travels down my back for some reason. They stir something inside me. You don't need to overthink it. That was such a cute look. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Anything from you? Turning around, I gently hold Zane's face in my hand. I pat his cheek. Anything from you makes me happy. The gift itself doesn't matter.
I see the goddess of jade isn't difficult to please.
Oh. You still remember that? I rest my head on Zane's shoulder. I look at the reflection of the bright crescent moon in the distant Jane River.
The moon is beautiful tonight.
He wraps his arms around me and tightly held in his embrace.
Visiting this courtyard to watch the moon with you was the best choice I made tonight.
I can't. After many days and nights, the auspicious cloud I made is done. It might not be the most inactive carving, but I did the best I can. Intricate, I think is the word. I also con, eh, I can't even read that one. A special plan to give it to him.
Are you ready to order?
Now I'm feeling hungry. I think I'll eat after this. I'll take a small break. This should be enough. Or is there anything else you'd like to add? Zane shakes his head.
I trust your choices.
I pass the menu back to the waiter. She makes eye contact. She nods and quickly leaves. Then I start setting up the mood for the surprise. Yesterday, I put the finishing touches on my jade carving. It seems like Zane has settled on our design. I hear the sound of jade being carved from his room every night, but it seems like I finished before him. Swelling with pride, I straighten my posture. So you've got a few days to guess what I've carved and when I was going to give it to you. Zane pretends to frown and make a thoughtful gesture.
My guess is that it will be very soon.
Well, no. Actually, he's correct. I'm about to give him the jade.
Let me try again. You've already prepared the jade.
Hussein, you're so silly. You're overestimating me. But he's right. I already conspired with the waitress.
It's too difficult to guess. Can I pass?
Giving up isn't your style, though. As I see the waitress approaching with a covered dish, I simply change the subject. Let's set aside the jade talk for now and focus on our meal.
Hello, here's your starter.
We ordered this?
Yeah. Actually, we didn't. What's on the plate is the auspicious cloud I carved for Zane. Let me remove the cover. This dessert is called. I lean forward to lift the lid. I tell him the name I've thought of. Hey! Zany little cloud. On the white porcelain plate is jade that carves into a shape of a cloud. Its serene color appears translucent under the moonlight.
It's named after me?
Do you like it? Yo, crazy cute.
And next to the cloud, there should be this too.
He places a jade carving that's shaped like a crescent moon next to the auspicious cloud.
It's only complete with your little moon.
Oh, you're so cute! Oh my gosh. Ooh. I'm sorry. Zane gazes at me with eyes full of mirror. They shine as bright as jade under the moonlight sneaking into the restaurant. I'm the one who's surprised by the unexpected gift this time.
Do you like it?
It's cute, the heck? When did you finish it? I could have sworn I'll be fast.
Oh, someone's trying to change the subject.
My gaze wanders to the street bathed in the evening light glow. I sip my water. Maybe we shouldn't spoil the moment.
All right. I only finished it this morning. So, technically speaking, you were first.
You didn't stay up all night to finish it, right?
I did stay up late. Why do you ask?
I put on a mystery smile, puzzled. Zane meets my gaze. It's nothing. I'm very touched that Zane will stay up late for me.
It's not anything special. And this isn't the first time I've done it.
Oh?
However, I wouldn't call it staying up late. It was more like insomnia. I was anxious and too excited to sleep. It was my first time experiencing that.
Really? I say it's okay. Last chapter. Oh. Leaving the restaurant, Zane and I go for a stroll under the moonlight. We inevitably wander into the bustling market. Spotting a stall that sold pieces of jade displays, Zane and I decide to check it out. And thanks to the store owner recommendation, we quickly pick out our favorites. Where are you going to put it? In the office? Zane lowers his head and thoughtfully strokes the auspicious cloud I gave him. How big is?
I'd rather keep it somewhere that's more personal and away from the busy
How
office.
big does it look like? So you can look at it every day? I lean towards Zane. I smile and nudge his forehead.
Correct. I'll greet it every morning before I leave, and it will be the first thing I greet when I come home. What about you? Where will you keep yours?
In a place where I can see it every day, of course. And that is? Leaving the market, we find ourselves back at the Jade River. Zane and I each hold a stack of postcards, sit down by the riverbank. That stall owner was very enthusiastic.
He was probably glad to see people were still honoring Cyan City's traditions.
Are you apprentices of the Jade Craftswoman? Ah, tourists in the Cyan City. Here, take these postcards as gifts. You youngsters still write love letters, right? They're even better when paired with jade.
Oh. He wasn't wrong, but I glanced at the pen in Zane's hand. Are you planning to write something?
You mean a love letter?
Okay. Does it have to be that? Can it be a friendly note?
You mean a love letter? I'd prefer a love letter.
Okay, you can write a love letter. I'll just... As Zane takes off the pen cap, it sounds echoes in the silent night. A smile plays on his lips as he looks at me.
Just what?
I guess I'll write too. Saying that saying that out quickly, I turn to avoid Zane's gaze and hesitantly look at the postcard in my hand. What should I write? It's strange, despite having so many thoughts swirling in my head, I struggle to put them on paper. Zane, I think I understand how you feel now. It's really hard to choose. What can I possibly write that fully expresses my feelings to Zane?
Indeed. However, I feel there's only one choice for me at this moment.
Is he implying that anything is okay as long as it's for me? My finger slightly moves as I write Zane on the postcard. Then I add my name next to it. While they don't form a coherent sentence or thought, these two names being side by side perfectly capture my emotions.
Are you done writing?
Yes. In the moonlight, Zane's calm face seems very gentle. Show me what you've written. Zane smiles as his hand hands me the postcard and just reaches out. And as I reach out, he tenderly takes my hand. Then he pulls me into his arms.
I thought about it and decided it's better to just tell you. The moon is beautiful tonight.
As I follow Zane's gaze, the moonlight bathes the cloud as they float in the sky. It's as if time itself has stopped.
From now on, we should watch the moon together, my love.
Oh my god. The heck?
From now on, We should watch the moon together, my love.
Just say it like that. And it ends like that. Oh my gosh. They just had to throw in my beloved and love, my love. Oh my gosh. I was thinking I might do this thing, but I think I'll do it off screen when I'm eating, so. I'll be back soon, I hope. I do have a lot to do, recording wise, and a lot to read. I'll give my voice a mini break right now, just so it's not too tough. I'll be back soon. So thanks for watching. Toodles.